Hi, I'm Heidi Brown, and you are watching Dropping Pebbles in the Pond with Joanna Rawbone, brought to you by the House of Flourishing Introverts. Hi there, I'm Heidi Brown. I'm a law professor, a public speaker, and I'm also the author of 3 books about well-being for law students and lawyers. One is called The Introverted Lawyer, and one is called The Flourishing Lawyer. And I just launched my debut travel memoir, The Map I Draw, a memoir of travel as a passport to self. I'm also a boxer, a solo traveler, and a huge fan of Irish rock band U2. So introverts are constantly pressured to just act like an extrovert, right? But that's like telling a dog to be a cat, or like telling a cat to be a dog. Also, messages like fake it till you make it just do not work in this particular context, because it's the introvert's gift of authenticity that really helps them shine. I spent the first 20 years of my career as an introverted lawyer being pressured to fake extroversion every time I stepped into a legal arena. My turning point was stepping into a law school classroom for the first time as a professor and realizing that my top legal writing students were my quietest students in the class. They were my introverts. So it was in that very moment that I realized I was going to embrace my own introversion as a superpower and teach myself and learn how to help my students do the same. Embracing my introversion as a superpower has completely reinvented my life, because it's so ironic. I wrote a book called The Introverted Lawyer, and I had public speaking anxiety, but then that book launched me onto the public speaking stage. So now I treat myself like an athlete, like an introverted athlete, and I can step into every performance arena knowing that because I'm an introvert, I've done all that behind the scenes work. I've done the vetting and testing of ideas and theories and solutions to problems and words. The theme of rewriting our script is really the theme of my travel memoir too. I think it's analogous to maps, like being handed maps by other people our entire life. I wrote the title of my book. I created the title of my book, The Map I Draw, because I'm so tired as an introvert of being handed these scripts or maps by extroverted, kind of super confident, gregarious people. And once we give ourselves permission to, metaphorically, of course, rip up the old maps or rip up the old scripts, we can take time to rewrite new ones. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. We might figure out how we can amplify our introverted voices, and that takes time testing out different ways and techniques. But once you get the script that works for you, that again is just your superpower. So let's give ourselves permission to tear up, metaphorically, the maps that have been foisted on us our whole lives, or the scripts or the soundtracks that we've heard a million times in our heads, and rewrite our own. This is the time for us to do that. Hi, I'm Heidi Brown, and I'm a law professor, public speaker, and author, and I'm looking forward to talking about rewriting your life script in the upcoming episode of Dropping Pebbles in the Pond show with my dear friend Joanna Rawbone. You don't want to miss this conversation. You'll find the link in the comments or description of this video.